All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you practicing with me today. Hope you're having a good day. Well, let's get started. When you're ready, we start as we always do, by simply lying back, closing your eyes, and breathing. We start the process of settling in, consciously making our way right here. We did it physically. We're here, we're on the mat, we're in this space. But that doesn't always mean that we're mentally here. And so that's what we're practicing here at the very start of the class. How to get our mind to be here at the start as well. How to be able to put down all those other things that are going on. And so we start simple. We start with that sensation of stillness. There's no effort. There's no beginner, intermediate, or advanced to it. It's just stillness. It's that sense of stopping, of letting go. Let the floor support the body. To feel it, you experience it. And starting to feel how the breath interacts with that stillness. Expanding the torso, filling the belly, contracting the rib cage as it moves back out. You start to notice the rhythm of it. You start to feel some breath deeper than others. All these sensations are right here. And so simply by experiencing, by feeling them, that puts you right here as well. So no need to overcomplicate this or overthink the settling in. You keep it simple. You just feel, you just experience right now. You take just a few more breaths. Just a few more moments out of the day. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs down. And you gently rock from side to side. That sense of movement, shifting of the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Starting to move with the rhythm of the breath. Back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sit. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. The feet are firm, the shoulders are back. You close your eyes. Then palms together to your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale as you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending your knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale forward for your back bend. And exhale, pressing your hips back and up. Down dog. Just settle in. Take any movement you like. Then inhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale as you rise, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot steps back. Right foot back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for cobra up dog. Exhale, pressing the hips back and up. Down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to get up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back. Exhale as you lower to chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Nice full breaths. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale rising. Exhale hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale fold. Inhale left. Right. Exhale lower. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale rising. Exhale hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale fold. Inhale right. Left. Exhale lower. Inhale. And exhale. Down dog. Feel the body as it moves. Feel it waking up, warming up. The lines lengthening. That sense of coordination. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Right. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then you relax your arms, you close your eyes. Tadasana. With the big toes close, heels apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms gently. Sitting as low as you'd like to go. The tailbone draws down, the torso lifts. Nice full breaths. Then exhales, the legs straighten and you fold forward. You catch hold of your toes, your ankles, your shins, making this an active forward fold. Drawing the torso down, tailbone tilting towards the ceiling. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. And glue your palms to the floor without moving your hands. On your next inhale, you press down into that right foot, trying to straighten that right knee as best you can. Exhale, bend the knees, sinking the hips, releasing that tension. Inhale, extending that leg, keeping the palms flat. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, extending. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. This time we're going to hold it so that left heel spins in, both feet are flat. Then you straighten both legs out, moving your hands as you need. And on exhale, you fold forward over that right leg for pyramid. Nice deep stretch for those 3 hamstring muscles. Good. Exhale, bend back into that right knee. Peel that left heel, low lunge. And inhale as you rise up high lunge. Lifting the torso. The biceps are next to your ears. Now we work that line from thigh to thigh. The right thigh drawing forward, left heel reaching back. You get that nice opening through the hips. This full breath. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you step back, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg, and exhale, you step the foot forward. And again, gluing those palms to the floor on your next inhale, you press into that left foot, trying to straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, release the tension. Inhale, lengthening out, building that tension on the hamstrings. Exhale, bend the knees, sink back into it. Inhale, extending. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. This time we hold it so the right heel spins in. The feet are flat, the legs straighten out. And when you're ready on an exhale, you fold forward over that left leg. Good, bending into that front knee. Peel that right heel, low lunge. And inhale as you rise up, high lunge. Nice full breaths. You're active through both legs. Then exhale, releasing the hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes uncurl. The hips sink as the torso and arms sweep up. You draw those hips down and forward. The arms reaching up and back. Nice long line through the front of that left thigh. As the tailbone draws down, you build that tension to those hip flexors. And exhale, release the hands to the floor inside your right foot for lizard. You can walk that right foot off to the edge of the mat a bit. Maybe walk that left knee back a touch. And then you start to bow towards the floor. See if you can get one forearm, maybe both to touch down. And gravity do most of the work here. You're just sinking in that deep flexion at that right hip. Then inhale, rising up to straight arms. Keeping the hands inside that right foot as you curl those left toes and step that left foot forward outside your left hand, coming into a squat. We're going to be here for a breath as we make our way to crow pose. So when you're ready, you go right into it, or one step at a time. Starting with the fingers spreading wide. Palms flat on the floor, about shoulder distance. Then you lift your hips. The elbows and knees bend so that those knees touch your upper arms. And once they touch your upper arms, all you have to do is start to lean forward. Nice and smooth, and you feel your body weight shift. Your hands get heavy, your feet get light. Finding that center point. You take 2 more breaths. Then on exhale, you float or step down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Right knee lowers, toes uncurl. Hips sink as the torso and arms sweep up. Draw those hips down. Tailbone tucking, and you get that nice stretch through the front of that right thigh and right hip. As the arms and torso reach up and back. Then exhale, hands to the floor inside the left foot. You adjust those legs. And when you're ready, on an exhale, you start to bow towards the floor. One forearm, maybe both touch down. Sinking in past that inner thigh. Good. Inhale, rising back up to straight arms. Keeping the hands inside that left foot, right toes curled, the knee lifts. And then you just step that foot forward. Coming into a squat, hanging in those hips. We start here. Then as you're ready, you start working through the steps for crow pose. Fingers spread wide, palms flat on the floor. The hips lift. Knees and elbows bent. The knees touch those upper arms. And then you just start to lean forward. Taking your time. Feeling your weight moving out over that edge. And that center point. And nice and smooth coming back to center. And finding your way to down dog. Then exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in as the torso and arms sweep up. You get broad across the lap. Open across the upper chest. That right thigh is externally rotating, so the outer hip wraps under. Starts to build that tension and give you that stretch to your adductor, the inner thigh. And staying in those legs as you reach forward for side angle. Right elbow to thigh, your hand to the floor. That left arm starts long overhead, bicep next to the ear. If you want to wrap that left arm behind your back for your bone, you can catch the inner thigh, or you catch hands outside that hip. You're still long through the crown of the head, rolling the torso, that left side of your upper chest towards the ceiling. And exhale, release the hands to the floor, framing that right foot as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And then exhale, the left foot forward. Warrior two. Nice full breaths. Finding that external rotation of that left thigh. That broadening and lengthening through the adductors. And stay low and open as you reach forward, side angle, elbow to thigh, or hand to the floor. And that top arm goes long overhead. You start there. Maybe you stay there, or you wrap that top arm for your bind. Catching the thigh or catching hands. But remember, if you're doing that bind, you use it to help you go deeper into it. Deeper by rolling that right shoulder more towards the ceiling. Adding a little more length through the upper chest. Perfect. Exhale, release the hands and choose your route to down dog. Nice and smooth with the breath. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Good. On your next exhale, you're going to bring the hands to the floor. Starting to shift your weight forward as you lift that left leg up behind you, standing splits. The hands can walk forward, help balance you up, or you start to walk them back. The head hangs heavy, the torso folds, and that left heel reaches for the ceiling. Trying to get as long of a line as you can from foot to foot. Then exhale, floating that left foot forward next to the right, folding over your legs at the top of the mat. You're going to heel toe those feet about mass distance wide and sit your hips down, coming into a squat once again. And we're going to be in the squat for a little while, so if it bothers your hips, you can always sit yourself down. We're preparing for our squat twist. That right arm straightens out, right hand's on the floor, and that left arm then sweeps up to the ceiling. That upper right arm presses against that inner right knee to give you some leverage to help twist the torso open. You can stay there or wrap that right elbow in front of that right shin. Left arm comes around your back as you catch hands outside that right hip. Keep twisting. Good. Then inhale back to center. And on exhale, you just straighten those legs as you fold forward over. Turning the toes forward. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. And inhale the left leg. Exhale, you step the foot forward. Right heel spins in as you rise up, warrior one. Let your eyes soften. You're settling right here. Good, then release the hands to the floor as your weight starts to drift forward. And you lift that right leg up behind you. Standing splits. The torso folds. That right heel reaches for the ceiling. And exhale, the right foot floats forward next to left. You fold over your legs. And heel toe the feet match distance wide. Sink the hips, coming into a squat. And start here, hanging in those hips, getting that deep flexion. Then straightening that left arm out, left hand's on the floor. Keep that right knee outside that upper left arm, or excuse me, that left knee outside that upper left arm. As that right arm sweeps open. You stay there with the arms in a T, or you wrap the arms, catching hands outside that left hip. Using that bind to help you draw that right shoulder a little further back. Twisting a little deeper. Good, back to center. And exhale as the legs straighten, you fold forward. Heel to those feet back in. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Then exhale, lower the forearms to the mat for dolphin. The palms are flat, fingers spread wide. Head hangs heavy, press those hips back and up. You can hold steady or take your dives. Inhale, sliding forward. And exhale, pressing the hips as high up and back as you can. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more breaths. And then with that next exhale, you're pressing your palms to lift the elbows and step that right foot forward, low lunge. Then inhale, rising up, high lunge. Once you're set, palms together, thumbs to your heart, as you fold and twist to the right. Revolve side angle. Using that left elbow outside that right thigh to help you twist. You can open the arms into a T or bind around the thighs, you twist deeper. Nice full breaths. Good. Inhale back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, lowering your forearms to the mat. Dolphin once again. Holding steady, stabilizing the shoulder. Or taking your dives. Inhale, sliding forward. Exhale, pressing the hips back and up. And with that next exhale, you press into your palms to lift the elbows and step that left foot forward. Low lunge. Inhale, rise, high lunge. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. You fold and twist to the left. Revolve side angle. Good. Inhale, back to center, high lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Then drawing that left knee towards your nose as you kick that leg through for Marichyasana A. So the left leg is straight. The right knee points to the ceiling. The right heel comes as close to the body as you can get it. Then that right arm reaches up. You fold forward inside your right leg and wrap your elbow in front of the shin. That left arm can come around your back, trying to catch hands outside that right hip. Or you just keep that left hand on the floor outside your left hip. And you draw your shoulder blades towards each other as you press your torso forward. And then inhale, rising up. Release your arms as you let that right knee drop off to the side. Janu Shirshasana A. Right foot is on the inner left thigh. The arms reach up. And exhale, you fold forward over that left leg. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, relax the arms. We're going into double pigeon from here, so we'll just move that left leg off to the side a bit. And you're going to move that right ankle forward so that your right shin is parallel with the top edge of your mat. And then you're going to take that left ankle and stack it on top of the right knee so that both shins now are stacked over each other and they're both parallel with the top edge of the mat. And hands outside your hips as you lift your sternum. You can stay there or you start to fold forward, draping your weight over those calves. You start to get that nice stretch to the outer hip. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, untie your legs, just crossing those ankles and roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. The right knee draws towards your nose, and you kick the leg through. Sitting down behind that left foot, setting up for Marichyasana. Left knee points up, left arm reaches up. Then exhale, fold inside the leg, and wrap that left elbow in front of the left shin. Right arm comes around your back, catching hands outside that hip, or just keeping the hand on the floor outside the hip as you draw the shoulder blades towards each other, pressing the torso forward. Inhale, rising up. Release your arms. Left knee drops off to the side. Left foot's on the inner right thigh. Arms reach up. Slight twist. And exhale as you fold forward. Catching hold of that foot, ankle or shin. Nice deep fold over that right thigh. Inhale, reaching out as you rise up. And exhale, relax the arms. And that right leg moves out of the way as you adjust that left leg. Setting it up so that that left shin is parallel to the top edge of the mat. Then that right ankle stacks on top of that left knee. Get the shins to stack, both parallel. Hands outside the hips as the sternum lifts. And exhale, you start to fold forward if you want to go deeper. Good, inhale, rising back up. Release the legs as you cross the ankles and roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And then exhale the right foot forward. You're going to draw that left knee forward and place that left knee on the mat outside that right ankle. And then sit yourself back, setting up for half spinal twist. So you got that right knee pointed to the ceiling, right hand's on the floor now, as that left arm reaches up. And exhale, you twist to the right. Hooking that elbow outside the thigh. Inhale, back to center. We're going into Kanasana. So soles of the feet together. Heels come in nice and tight to the body. You interlace your fingers outside your toes. You draw the knees away from each other, getting as broad as you can across the lap. And you start to fold forward, keeping those knees drawing away. Nice deep stretch to the adductors, the inner thigh. Inhale, rising up. Cross the ankles and roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the left foot steps forward. Right knee draws forward and you place on the mat outside that left ankle. And then you sit your hips back. That left knee is pointed to the ceiling. Left hand's on the floor behind you. Right arm reaches up. And exhale, you twist. Hooking the elbow outside that thigh. Good, back to center. And this time we're going to go into tortoise pose. You got two options for tortoise pose. The first is sleeping tortoise, the more passive of the two. You're doing that, soles of the feet together, but instead of having the heels in close like body Kanasana, you have the heels away from you, about 2 feet or so. Palms face up, backs of the hands on the floor. Then slide those hands underneath your calves so you can bring them to the tops of your feet. And then using your forearms against your outer low leg, you're able to just fold forward, bring your forehead towards your heels. If you want to work with full tortoise, you start by taking your feet wider than your mat, and you start to fold forward between your legs. As you get nice and deep, that flexion at the hip, you then slide the arms underneath your thighs so that the fingers point towards the wall behind you. And then you start to straighten those legs out. As the legs straighten out, they'll pull the arms down and draw your torso towards the floor, making a big X on the ground. So you choose which version. Add a couple more breaths. Then inhale, rising up. Untie yourself, cross the ankles and roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, you lower the knees to the floor. You come to standing on your shins. Setting up for camel. Shoulders over hips, over knees. Hands against the low back. And on inhale, you just roll the sternum, send your chest towards the seat. If you like to release your hands to the feet or the floor, feel free to go as deep as you like. Inhale, rising up. Relax your arms, take a breath. And once again, hands against the low back to start. As you roll the sternum towards the ceiling. Going as deep as you like. But you feel open through the front of the body. From your waistline up to your belly button, to your sternum, to your chin. Inhale, rising back up. Take a breath. Third and final one. On an inhale. You go up and over. Go as deep as you like. Whenever you're done, you find your way to child's pose. Just take your time and you tuck yourself in. Hips to your heels, torso to your thighs, forehead to the floor. Inhale, rising up. You sit over the side of your feet, bring your legs out in front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And exhale as you fold forward. Catch and hold your feet or your ankles. You bow your head, close your eyes. Then inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front, parallel to the floor. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. And take a breath. Then preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The knees are bent, the feet are flat. The arms alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax, lowering down. Nice full breath. Then inhale, you press down to go up once again. And exhale, relax, lowering down. Third and final, on an inhale, you press down to go up. Opening the front of the body. Breathe deep into the belly. And when you're ready on an exhale, you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You can hang out there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against your back as you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Roll the toes, roll the ankles. Some legs wide, lotus. Take a twist, whatever feels good. Moving the legs around. If you're in shoulder stand, you come back to center. And you take the toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth, we all unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the arms are alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into your hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. Arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown head towards the floor. Then exhale, lowering down. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. Take the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. And you release the knees over to the left. One final twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Or you tuck your hands behind your knees, catching a ride up for headstand. If you're doing headstand, you take your time. You stay up as long as you like, coming down whenever you're ready. If you're new to headstand, you just start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. Keep the elbows as they are as you bring the hands back out. Fingers interlaced, palms are apart. Then you place the crown of your head on the floor, cupping the back of your head in your hands. Curl your toes under and lift your hips. You start to walk the feet towards the elbows. And eventually you draw one knee towards your chest, heel towards your hip, and the other. You find your balance here. And then you take those legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like, coming down the same way you went up, whenever you're done. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are bent, chest lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with me and joining me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.